Didn't get the camera out yesterday. It's Tuesday. I was in the office doing stuff. Jarrett's been working on planters, closing disc on, new openers on. Well, not all of them. Waiting on parts, I think. You waiting on parts?
Yes.
David's also working on planters.
Waiting on parts.
Waiting on parts.
Just hit some wrong ones.
Hit some wrong parts. Wrong part's just as good as no part.
That's for sure.
He's putting got some lights for our planters. Put it underneath here, right in front of each unit. Look cool going in the field. Be able to see better, work on it at night.
Hopefully they work.
I hope so. I found them on the internet somewhere, and well, they got here eventually. Now we're gonna see if they work.
Yep. Need about an hour. I'll have them wired up.
Yeah, I can't wait. You get different colors. We just got white. You think Deere would do it, or not Deere? Think Case would do it, and then have LEDs that you can change the lights as you go. Maybe get them flashing like the Gobi lights on the houses. I'm going through my toolbox, getting it organized, doing different crap in there. Dad's going through his toolbox on his here. Spring be here before you know it.
See what parts I got. There's paint sweep silver. Boot for the depth for the in between the openers. And more stuff. And then you gotta take the box back so they don't fall out.
The wiring's down one of the planters. Fire it up, see if it works. Lights turn on. Yeah, they're on. I see it. I bet it'll be more impressive nighttime, but it looks like it'll work. You can get 48 lights for this one. We just went 24 for both of them. Ah, lights off. Looks better. It'd be nice. Hey, getting ready to place the DTN hard drive. I guess that's what that is. It makes a lot of noise.
Yep.
Sounds like gonna blow up.
It's not gonna work long, so we should have done.
We've been working on planters. I think about all the openers are on. Almost. Closing blades, all that stuff. We now gonna replace some bushings on the beam planer anyways. It's got a little wiggle. We took one off. There's 2 bushings on it. There's a metal one. It's got a little wear and a poly one. Some of these are about apart, so we're gonna replace these. They're like $3.50 a piece. These are like $12 a piece, so we think we can just flip them over to the good side and then replace those next year. David's going back on with the first one. Hopefully it's tighter.
Hopefully.
We're taking it off, then we're taking this spring off so we can hammer these out. They're in there pretty good. Does it wiggle? No. I'll just the whole thing.
Wiggles other places now.
Yeah, well at least you don't wiggle there. That's what we're fixing. Yeah, that one moves a lot more. We're doing some good on that part. Knock the old one out. Eventually. Old one. New one. Switching from the sockets, Dad found these. These are much better for driving them out. Out. And in, much better. we got that side done. Taking them apart on that side, those back closing press wheels. Some of the rows settled, so we are going to pick them up. I don't usually do this one, so I gotta get to the right spot here. Not that one. Should be this one. There it is. Took all the wiggle off of them. We marked where the good side of the metal bushing is, so we get that thing on top, and Loctite, of course, new bushing in there. No play. Should last a year. Probably replace both bushings next year.
Reese got the drone out.
Yeah, trying.
Gonna take pictures of the field cultivator, new one we traded our John Deere for a case. Coming up the drive, John Deere was a good one, but it had all electronics reset, and we don't have a John Deere tractor, so you got to put the stuff in the case, and if you ain't got the right tractor, it ain't gonna work. So we just got rid of it. Something simpler we could use. There comes the truck leading the truck. And there comes the truck.
You got the truck, then you got the other truck.
Truck and a truck.
Truck under the truck, truck in front of the truck.
There she comes. Master hauler. I don't know how you're gonna get that tongue off there. You do that by hand or what here? Tongue's laid up on there. Yep. Looks new.
Yeah, going back up to her, pull her off. Yeah, hopefully get that off without pulling it off the side of this thing. Success. Okay. That's unhooked. Now we're gonna hook up. Now we're gonna go hook up to the Deere. Try and back it on the trailer without getting offside. Might not be able to have the camera on do it at the same time, not sure. She's on. Almost centered. My dad's gonna get there with the skid steer, lift the tongue up, because that's gotta go on top of its detach. Glad Lonnie's here. He's the master hauler. Starting the day off, finishing the planter. The last of those poly bearings came in. We got all those changed. So the planters are ready to go. Brian from H&R came up and he had to do some software updates, did that. I do have one cylinder that's leaking on one of my wing wheels that needs replaced. So yeah, get that done sometime. I have hauled the skid steer over my house. It's finally 40 degrees, so I'm gonna push off this slush here coming up the driveway that was left, that's been froze. So the school bus can get up my driveway. It's supposed to get back down freezing night and Saturday, but then it's supposed to be warm next week. Bethany's getting tired of taking kids to school. I got a steep hill. I'd really hate to delay a school bus because I gotta wait for me to get a tractor to pull them out. So she's been taking them to school. Well, that's done. You can see all the pavement now, but all that wet freezes back up. Might still be too slick for it Monday, but at least I'll speed the process up a little bit. I'll do it for this week. See you next week. Papers out of my hands.